Hello, this video is just going to run through Notion's class notes template and how this is helpful in making digital notes. So this is what the template looks like. As you can see here, it's got all of your names of notes, what class it's from, if it's a seminar, lecture, study group, etc. You can add in any materials, and it also stores the date it was created. So first I'll show you how you would get that template up from your own Notion. So if I go along to the sidebar on the left, all the way down at the bottom, add a new page. When I click that button, this page will come up. And then if I go to the templates button, on the right hand side, there are a number of little drop downs. We're going to go into the student drop down. And at the very top, you'll see here class notes. And you click on it and you get a little preview here. And then if you click use template, that'll pop up into your own Notion. So a number of things I just want to run through here is that this is just a database where you can add in all of your notes within the document. And it's a very clever database. So if I go on this first one here to run you through this, we'll go for the name first. So you'll just add the name of the lecture or the seminar. And then you can add here, you can create your own options for all of your modules. So you'd add the module code or shortened version of the name, whichever is easier for you to pick out. So here they've got all of their course codes by the looks of it. And then they've also got a section for what type it is. So they've got lectures, sections, seminars, study groups, or readings. Here, this section's great. If you have, say, downloaded the lecture slides or a PDF of the reading, you can upload that from your own files. And it automatically adds what date you created those notes, which is very helpful for when your list is going to be extremely long and you can quickly sort out by notes, but sort your notes out by date. Another fantastic feature I think is really important is this little checkbox option here at the end saying reviewed, because a lot of students will just make their notes once at the time and they won't go back over them until it's time to consult them for an assignment or revising, which isn't very helpful at all. So here you can mark that you've gone back over and you've reviewed those notes and that you've took them in, you've tidied them up, whatever you do to consolidate your learning. So to actually get into the notes, you would just hover over the name, and this little button here comes up on the right hand side of the cell. And if I click on that, that opens up a little document in which I can add my notes. So yeah, I'll just talk you through how to add a new one. So I would always just go to the bottom of the table and click new. So I'm having a lecture on gender and sexuality. And this is for a new class that I'm taking, which is going to be Sociology 200. And then so I've typed that in and I can either press enter on my keyboard or this create button here. And that's made a new little option for me to pick from. And then if I go and type, it was a lecture. Materials, I don't have them yet because I'm in the lecture. They haven't been uploaded onto Canvas, so I'll just leave that for now. And then I can click on my little side peek and open those up in here. And then this is where I would add my lecture notes. And then if I wanted to go back to the main table, I can either click anywhere over here and this will disappear, or I can use this little button at the top center to close it off. And now if you're using this document for every single module, for every single seminar, lecture, reading, it's going to be a pretty long list. So I can go along the top here, just underneath where it says class notes, and I can see there's lots of different views I can pick from. So I'm going to go by course number. And as you can see here, it brings up all of my different courses. So then I can organize them by that. And they're all open at the minute, but we can shut them to make the view look a bit neater, and then I would just go, sociology. There's my notes for that one. Or another way you can do it is here. These have created a database just for one module, which I will show you how to do. So if I click on this little plus at the end here, and I'm going to keep this view as a table, so it's the same as the first view, which has everything in it. And I'm going to call this view SOC 200. And click done. And then I want to go, so that it only brings up any notes from sociology, I'm just going to go to the filter section, and I want to filter it by class, because as you can see here, that's what we want, and that's under the class heading. So if I go by class, I just tick sociology class, and then there you go. We have a view created just for the sociology class, and you can do that with all of your modules.